What's good, people? Yes, we're about to get you lit with the biggest entertainment stories and happenings around the world of entertainment. I'm your host with the most here to bring you good vibes and good energy, of course. I'm never alone, as you guys know. I've got with me Ife Omai and Queen Nima. Wagwan.
Take it again. You're not going to call it fair. They say, what kind of rubbish is that? No adjective, no baby girl, you know.
All right, with me, it's the baby girl, the phenomenal, the beautiful, the African queen, Ife Omai and Nima.
Okay. Why did you not remove the queen?
Voila, you mentioned again. Oh, yeah.
All right, with me today is the full squad. You know, the gang, the peoples with the swag, of course. I've got Queen Ife Omai. I've got the sexy, good-looking Nima.
How come she gets that again?
All right, with me today is Ife and Nima. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Well, it's Friday, guys.
I'm good.
It's Friday. I'm excited about that.
We're about to get the party started already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you guys ready for that? Anyways, you know, let's see the trending video for today.
Put on a peel-off face mask and told my dad I'm peeling.
Daddy. Mommy, what's on your face? Did you not know people peel? Teenagers peel. I've lived here for 50-something years. I've never peeled. You've never seen a person peel before like this? Yeah, this one, you look like Adam a lizard. What do you mean, mate? Is he contagious? Yeah, it's contagious. Daddy. You're not that guy, pal, Daddy. Daddy, wake up. You're not that guy, pal.
Yes, you're welcome back. This is still Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica. And yes, we'll go on a quick break and we will be right back. Yes, you're welcome back. This is still Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica. And of course, some people have been dissing my jackets in the background. You know, they are just petty people. But let's just move on to the story, which is on Kenneth Petty, who is seeking to leave his name, seeking to get his name wiped from Sex Offender Registry in New York as he launches a lawsuit against officials in the state to challenge the 2004 ruling. Petty claims he never got the chance to challenge the ruling made back in 2004, and now he wants his day in court. According to new legal document, his status as a level 2 sex offender has caused him humiliation and financial loss, and he insists he never heard about the tag because he was incarcerated when lawmakers added him to the list. Petty insists he was offered an opportunity to challenge the risk level assigned to him, but was never informed because a notice about the hearing was sent to the wrong address. I think you guys are on Petty's side on this one, so what's your take? Are you not a petty person? That you are abusing a very expensive
My favorite jacket is nice. Let's hear. Jacket is nice, skinny. It's okay. I say it's nice. All right. Okay. First of all, you don't pay us bad. I feel like if people are new watchers, they'll think that we're actually supporting sex offenders or whatever. Yeah. What we were supporting, to be specific, was Nicki Minaj standing with her husband, doing what she needed to do, as long as it wasn't illegal. That's what we supported. All right.
And but she was, you know,
she was what?
bribing people.
It's a
I mean, that is a human, normal thing to do. But it's true.
It's a human normal thing to bribe people.
No, if I was in that situation and my husband was accused of something, I would bribe
you
to
commit a crime to remove a crime.
It's the truth. Yes, I will do it because I love my husband. Won't you do it for your wife if it was your wife?
You and my wife will divorce after you do it because you are a criminal.
Wow,
that's a lie. That's a lie.
Yes, but I'm serious though.
No, but
you can't use a crime to replace a crime.
No, it wasn't even that simple. This lady was clout chasing, obviously for funds and attention. So I'm saying that your clout chasing is affecting my life. If you want the money so bad, I'll give it to you. And then
it's still bribery. However, I want to explain it.
Well, I don't think it necessarily is, because I feel like bribery is not supposed to be like when you're
giving someone something to suppress another thing. You're suppressing her to not talk. So it's bribery.
Yeah, you have a point. I
will do it.
For me,
I don't care.
you do it.
I'll
You do it.
I do it.
I think for me in this context, I totally understand it. But back to today's topic on him, you see, there are technicalities about the way that the American system is created that I know that they have so much pleasure in incarcerating people. I'll tell you this for free, yeah? This is over 20, this is over like 10 years ago, whatever. There's so many things that I know for a fact that he probably did not get because he was a black man. Right. There's people that are white that do way worse. That
it happens to a lot of white people. I even have a reference story, but I like the angle you
do you get what I mean? Like, I know that they have a lot of pride in, they take a lot of joy rather in trying to incarcerate these black men. So if he wants his day in court, he should. And then now let's bring in Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby literally was released not because he wasn't guilty, but because there was a technical error in the type of service he was given. And if this guy can actually prove that he wasn't given the right level of, you know, intricate attention to details, then he has a point that he too should also be taken away from the sex offenders list and given the due diligence that he was denied 10 years or how many, for 15, 20 years ago that he missed. So I'm with him on this one, absolutely.
All right, so, you know, for me, I'll go back to McMill's case. McMill had a case 10 years ago that just got ruled out, like, I think earlier this year, or was it late last year? And it got ruled out completely, and that was because, you know, the technicalities were wrong. Let's also look at Todd Willingham. Is regarded as the baby killer. Now, this guy, I don't know, there's a movie on Netflix right now, I think, A Trial by Fire or something. If you watch that movie, you look at a guy that was accused of killing his own kids, right? 3 young girls, 2 and a twin, you know, below 1. And this guy maintained his innocence, all true, but this guy was incarcerated. He was sent to jail for 12 years, put on death row and everything. Now, the forensic evidence that was used against this guy is totally not applicable in this time and age, right? Because they are saying that they saw, you know, grazed glass, you know, the spider effect on glass, but this is only caused by water. Now, you're saying there are markings that, and the fire service was there, but there are certain people that the moment a crime is committed, they are regarded as guilty.
Absolutely.
Lawmakers or the law enforcers actually want to get somebody in that particular. So before they even do any trial, they're like, and that's how it is. And it is very hard to get the state to admit. So even when they realize that, oh, we're actually wrong, right? They would never admit it.
Of course.
Being a black man is even harder. So I believe Petty should get his day in court, and I just hope it works in his favor.
Now, there was this document they were saying that they sent to a wrong address. Who sent the wrong address? Was it the court?
Of course.
Or was
people
it
see
else?
when you
no, but that's something that he can actually sue them for.
Absolutely,
because
but it's
I don't
not going to go
think we're looking
anywhere.
at that.
It's not going to go anywhere.
Wrong. Why would you send my private document to another address?
Do you know how many black men in prison right now have been advised by their lawyers to plead guilty because the whole system is built for them to stay in there
so
the longer, and stuff like that. They want, it's also a business, right? The more people that are in there, the more money you make, blah 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 blah. There's a whole thing.
Why they send the documents?
What I'm saying is that there's a lot of intentionalities in keeping a black man in prison. That's what I'm saying,
okay.
Including that there's so many other things. Now, so I'm not saying that that's a matter of fact that it was intentional, but I'm saying that if the guy is creating a narrative now that's saying that they deliberately, exactly. I 100% believe that with a heartbeat. Like it's not rocket science. It's not a new thing. It's not a common phenomenon.
Guys, we need to move on from that story. Our heart goes out to Mr. Petty and Mrs. Petty. I hope they get their day in court and they're able to sort this out. But let's move on. James Bond. This one is very controversial. I think this guy is on my father's wavelengths. Anyway, James Bond star Daniel Craig has said he will not leave his children a fortune of sums made from his acting career, as he finds the idea of inheritance distasteful. The 53-year-old will have amassed a fortune over his acting career, portraying James Bond and appearing in future Knives Out films, which were bought by Netflix in a huge money deal. Announced earlier this year, Craig shares a 3-year-old daughter with famous wife Rachel Weisz and an adult daughter named Ella from his marriage with Fiona Loudon. Daniel Craig has revealed he plans on giving a lot of his money away rather than passing all of his money to his children. What's that black man also said he would do this thing? Steve Harvey, right? Was it Steve?
I think it was Steve Harvey.
It was Steve Harvey that said he's not going to give his children any money.
Wow.
I'm glad you're saying it now because these children, they're upset, they start rubbing their hands.
I'm telling you.
stage your own father's
I think
Yeah,
I think
please.
the choice of word distasteful is a bit extreme.
Yeah.
Distasteful.
Yeah, distasteful.
It's not that deep. It's never that
it's
deep.
not that deep. I mean, I understand the idea of like not creating this self-entitlement for your children and getting them too comfortable that they have a life basket waiting for them or whatever. Like, I understand that, depending on your child though. Like, so I'm not
Exactly.
depending on your child. That some children I can give birth to now and I'll say, this one, you need to know that like mommy's not gonna do everything for you if they're portraying signs of entitlement and all that. But in general, as a whole, I completely disagree with this idea, especially as from the black community. I think that legacy is a really important aspect of how to break out of this systematic oppression that we were just even talking about recently. What's it called? Generational wealth is important. Keeping the wealth in the community is important. Look at the Jewish community, for example. The only reason why they are so powerful and so untouchable is because they understand that. Like, these people barely even marry outside. They keep everything within. They do business with themselves strictly and all of that. It's almost insane that even governments can't even touch them or whatever. But I think it makes people more powerful. I think it makes the what's it called, the lineage more powerful. And then also, I just believe that there's more to my life than just me. Like, I'm not just doing I'm not doing what I'm doing for myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm doing that for my family, for my friends, and for the extended family. I like the idea that, yes, my wealth and my influence affects other people that are not in my family lineage, but that it's not be strictly them and not my own family sounds counterintuitive to me.
Right, right. Okay, so, okay, no, let's get
I feel like when you have a family, when you get married and you have children, you should know that your life now is not just for you. Your life is for your wife, your life is for your children that you give birth. So everything you're making, everything your accomplishments, your wealth should be able to go down to them. We're not saying that when they are babies, you start telling them, oh, you have a house in Banana Island,
study
or
math.
you have a house here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You need to study. No, you don't have to tell them anything. Like, my dad is always saying that the only thing that he will pass down to us is values. And he's not leaving any inheritance, but we know that's a lie. But okay, but we know that's a lie. But that's good, because it still knows that we have to work hard. It doesn't mean that, oh, like what you said now, you have to like protect your legacy. Like some people that have very big companies now, like massive companies, will you say that, okay, because I don't want my children to be entitled, you won't pass it down to your children or your family, you just go and maybe give an orphanage home to run the company for you or what? It doesn't make any sense, because that is your legacy. So to protect legacy, I feel like inheritance is very important. Yeah.
All right. Well, I was having this conversation with somebody that is also in the industry last night, and what he said was that every chance you get to help your fellow man in this world is all you need. So if I've worked super hard, right, I know you want to give it to people and you want to share it out, but what happened to your own lineage? What happened to the people that are directly connected to you? Now, you want to see, I don't know Daniel Craig's story, but I want to believe it was not from rose to rose. Do you get me? Do you get what I mean? It hasn't always been rosy. So I know this guy has his own struggles, he had his own phase and all of that. So now that you've got it to that position of power where you can actually pass on your legacy to your children and actually make their lives even better, and they don't have to struggle like you did.
But could that be, just playing devil's advocate here though, do you think that that could be his point, that if you take away that struggle, that element of struggle, then the child is not going to go as far as he did?
I beg,
No,
Jerry.
I beg.
I beg.
I beg you, Mr. Greg. You know what?
See, but I also believe that, you know, not everything should go to your kids. I'm going to be that kind of dad. So if I have, you know, not everything, some should go to the less privileged, because your kids will have it. Are they going to help people? Do you understand?
It's because
unless you have instilled in them
The values
of helping others.
Yeah.
So I would do my part, give to the less privileged, give
course.
orphanages and all of that, but my children will get the bulk of it. That's for a
if it's
fact.
that much,
Do you get
but
the
it's
bulk?
not
You know
that
what I'm trying to
much.
say? I'm trying
Your
to say, like, how
children
much are we
take everything.
talking about
You
now?
know
We're giving so...
Now we remote you. Anyways, guys, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we have something special for you guys. I'll not even tell you guys what it is, but trust me, when you come back, you better put on your dancing shoes, because we about to get lit. Not getting you lit, we're just about to get lit. Anyways, let's go on a break.